Attitude Broadcasting presents the Mr. and Mrs. Show.
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
Starring
the Mr.
Hey, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
The Mrs.
So happy together.
And welcome to the Mr. and Mrs. Show, Christmas edition. Woo! That's right.
The Christmas edition?
Yeah, it's a Christmas edition. Why not? Those voices you're hearing right there, that is the Mr. and the Mrs. of the show. Thank you for joining us today. We also have some special guests today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
We'll just call them, what, we're going to say initials?
Nephew 1 and Nephew 2.
There we go. Well, we got Nephew 1 over here on my, in radio, I guess it doesn't matter.
Why did he get a number 2? He would get a number 2 of anybody in the room.
What?
What? You assigned him number 2?
No, I assigned him number 2 because I said Nephew number 1's over here on my left. And then on, I guess across would be Nephew number 2. I'm going to do it that way. So we got Nephew number 1 and 2 in the house today as our special guests.
Yay.
And
and obviously they aren't talking much yet.
I can talk.
But
there we go.
Wow, he does speak. But I have a dog that they put on backwards. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, we need to talk to Burger King about that.
I don't think it came that way.
Well, anyways, this is our Christmas edition of Mr. and Mrs. So everything's going to be Christmas theme this week. We're going to talk about stuff. If you want to share anything on Facebook after the show, and we can let you know on Facebook when we put the show out, and we can talk about it next week on the show. So,
or if you just want to get away from somebody in your family for a couple of days, this is a great day to do it.
No, it's not. What does that mean?
You can listen to the show. It'll help you get out,
Out of the holiday spirit.
Yeah, the holiday blues.
The holiday blues. I like that. The holiday blues.
We're your Christmas pick-me-up.
There. See, that's perfect. I like that. Anyways, so let's go into segment 1.
I think I'd rather have a shot of whiskey.
Okay. You may need a shot of whiskey by the time we're done with the show today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go into segment 1. Funny family moments of the week. Who is starting off today?
I think it's you. You're first this week.
I hate when I go first. You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
That's all she's making.
It is not a trap, I promise.
All right. Well, there's been a lot of funny family moments this week. I mean, the trip to D.C., that was great.
I forgot to ask you guys about that. How was that?
I couldn't wait to get back
It was
home.
great.
No,
We had a lot of fun, spent a lot of time together as a family, some good times. D.C. is always fun. White House, absolutely beautiful.
Cool.
Decorated for Christmas.
I've never been there. I need to go.
How have you never? It is the people's house.
I've never been.
It's a people's house.
I've never been.
It's not the Rock's
Don't
house.
shame me because of it. I've never
It's not
been.
the Rock's house. What do you mean it's a people's house?
We're so close, right? It's only, it's only
What do
like
you mean so close?
It's a 53-minute.
It depends who you ride with.
a 53-minute flight. Thank you, Jet Setter.
Yeah.
For flight, yes, but like I thought you meant.
Oh, wait a minute.
Even in the car, it's only like 7 hours unless you're with my parents.
For the lower class, we didn't get the 53-minute flight that somebody else did.
The lower class?
Yeah.
The coach class? What are you saying?
No, we drove. We drove. So we drove. So my
Mr. First Class over here.
I wasn't in first class. My sister was.
Okay. So our parents, so the nephew 1 and nephew 2's grandparents, and the Mr. and I
I'm still getting
drove up and back.
Jock moment.
What'd you do? Hit a pothole or something? Why is he shaking and jiving over here? What's going on?
So
I still got whiplash.
So sometimes Grandpa drives as though he's the only person in the vehicle.
I think I'd get along with Grandpa because I do the same exact thing.
And we
now you know why I sleep.
That
you know
makes
what
a
was
lot
the-
of sense.
You know what was the best thing about one of the best things about this trip was watching all the diehards, the way up and the way back.
You watched all the
I got to
diehards?
watch all the diehards.
Every
on the way.
Die Hard?
Yes,
Wow.
I had time to do it.
He
Got ready
did.
for
Well, that is like 7 hours.
It's
So.
not-
Oh yeah, it's a lot of movie watching.
Oh, yeah.
But it was good. So we had a good trip
Good.
up and trip back, and so saw Rogue One.
No,
I
yeah.
haven't seen it. I'm going to see
And
it
actually,
the 24th. So
this is my funny family moment. Is Rogue One?
it's Rogue One.
Okay.
Yes, and nephew one, who has a let's
Oh,
just say
gosh.
that he has movie preferences
No,
I'm not the only one.
that were not met during our
Let me
reviewing of
explain.
Rogue One.
Two
How
of
can
these, two of the kids in the room, they really have they're spoiled on their movie watching experience now.
Let me ask nephew one here. What are your movie preferences? What do you have to have when you go to the movie?
Popcorn.
All right. Well, that's a standard.
He wears a
They didn't have popcorn.
He
they
wears
didn't
a
have popcorn.
We
No.
went to so we're in DC. We go to the Air and Space Museum IMAX,
Oh.
and they have no popcorn, but they did have candy.
Well,
and-
that is
It was
an
a-
angry letter written to the Air and Space Museum for no popcorn.
All right, let me create the picture for a minute. So you got to understand, these two have shirts with popcorn on the front of them. So, this is what they go with every single movie in. They don't miss it. I don't know. Do they ever get washed, by the way?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
you guys have shirts that say popcorn?
No. It's black shirt with a popcorn bag on the front with popcorn in it.
Right. That they wear to every single
courtesy
movie.
of their grandmother.
Actually, our sister has one too.
I kind of like that. That's kind of cool.
So anyway, yes, we go to the movie to watch, and it was good, but it could have been excellent if I had popcorn. I was like, dude, you're in a museum watching Star Wars.
They
That's
don't
a
want to have to
joke.
pick up
I
after
know you.
your little popcorn kernels.
I know you.
But
true.
but yeah, so there's definitely a set of preferences. But it was funny to just kind of watch. It's like this would have been better with popcorn.
That's good. That's good. I understand. I have preferences too when I go to the movies. I mean, you got to have your cherry cola and you got to have your popcorn. That's just how I feel.
And actually, and the Mister is the same way. I remember the couple times we went up to North Lake to the movies, and they didn't have the cherry Coke.
Are you a cherry
Uh-oh.
Coke guy?
I do love cherry Coke. I do. I mean,
And
I don't
he
drink
was
it
like,
this.
"How do you not have cherry Coke?
Well, no,
when are you
no,
gonna
no,
have cherry
no,
Coke again?"
No, what bothers me about it is some AMCs have it, some don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're AMC.
Yeah, it
You
makes
should
no
have
sense.
the same thing.
It should be all
Right.
of them the same. You're absolutely right.
See,
Like
Steven
some
gets
of them have ices and others don't, and I don't like that. I'm like, why? You all should have ices. I'm sorry if one of you have ices. So same thing with North Lake. I don't like it because they have like all this food. You go to another AMC, they have nothing.
it. Right.
So
Yeah, well, that's like I'm glad that the one at the Carolina Pavilion now has the reclining
Oh
chairs.
yeah. Oh no.
And I'm
That's
okay
great.
that they don't all have it because I wouldn't want them to have the old chairs
I-
just because the other ones
I'm
don't have the new
kind
ones.
of against it now because everywhere else you go, oh, this is it.
no,
I mean,
'cause
you get spoiled on those chairs. You
I
really
go to the
do.
one in Crown
I
Point.
love it though. But
I go to the one in Crown Point in Sardis.
Yeah.
And they're doing that now. They're called Cinemark, and they're a bistro because they serve food and stuff, and they also have a tap.
We've been to that one.
Yeah, that one's good. And you can actually like order your seats online, and you can actually pick the seat you want.
Yeah, we
all
went
that
there.
stuff.
We
I
did.
like it.
We took the sister there one day
Oh yeah.
to see a movie.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
yeah,
it's
no,
nice
I like that theater, but I get what you're saying. Like once you go to that theater, it's really hard to go to the others because you're like, oh, this is it. I don't get to recline.
No, I mean, it's
I don't
still-
get to enjoy the movie like I did.
When you're going to a museum to watch a movie, it's
Yeah.
something different, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's entirely different because it's so big and everything.
Oh,
And the
absolutely.
sound, especially
Absolutely.
IMAX.
Yeah, man, that would be cool at the museum.
It was cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Even without the popcorn and, the big lines for concessions and everything else. It was good.
All right. Well, good. I'm glad you guys had a fun time in D.C. I will put that on my bucket list to go to
You
DC
should.
at some point.
Every American citizen should take the opportunity
You're right.
to visit the Capitol.
You're right.
Or
I've
the
never
people's
gotten
house, as you say, right?
The People's House.
Actually,
people's house.
we had another funny moment with
What?
the
Uh-oh.
group text.
Oh,
The
you-
Redskins
Oh
game.
gosh.
All right, so explain this to me. What was the group text?
So while we were at the Redskins game, my grandmother was still at the hotel,
Oh,
and they started texting in a group text, saying like, "Where are you?" Because a few people left the seats to just walk around.
Okay.
well, the women, the girls walked around and left the men, all right, and the boys by ourselves, and
Okay.
they wanted to leave early, so we were trying to find them. Well, I made a group text. I accidentally sent it to the grandmother as well, and like, where is he? I was like, he's right beside me. Don't worry about that. I was trying to get in touch with my wife and my sister-in-law and all that.
Oh, okay.
And she texted back, where is she? I was like,
So, mom thought that our nephew went missing,
Oh,
and meanwhile, my sister and I and
not answering the phone or anything
our
like
niece are wandering around the club section,
Just
not
wandering
looking at our phones at all. So we have no idea all this is going on
I'm si-
until nephew one finds us and is like, "Everybody's looking for you." Like, oh, okay, we've just been
But-
walking
now
around.
is this during like a game?
Yes,
Is this during the game?
During
Okay.
the game.
Third quarter.
Yeah, it was during the
Okay.
game. But I'm like, she's not even here. Why is she? And then on the way home, my wonderful wife texts her the Uber directions of where we're going. I'm like, don't do that.
The Uber directions.
Well, I didn't want her to be worried, so that way she could follow our progress on the way back.
I didn't know you
Tell her
could
go to sleep.
text the Uber directions. That's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
you just say share my status, and it'll text a link, and people can follow and make sure
Huh.
you're getting where you're supposed to be going.
So I'm not asking you to do that, okay, Stephen? I'm not asking you to text me your
So
Uber
you don't
directions.
ever want me to.
I'm good.
All right,
good.
that's fine with
All right.
me. Well, all right. So I'm guessing that was our family funny moments of the week.
Did you have a different one, honey?
Actually, sure. So I'm sitting here looking at our wonderful Facebook page, which you can go to the Mr. and Mrs. Show to look at it.
Speaking of Uber.
But when you go, there's a free Uber ride up to $15 if you claim your free gift now.
Let's
on
do it.
this
Click
link.
on it.
So
Click on it.
I can't
Click
get
on the link.
Here's the funny thing. I can't get my wife to share the show on Facebook or do any other articles on Facebook, but she can share a Uber ticket.
That's
I
perfect.
just, people are going to be out celebrating and they shouldn't be driving home. It's really a public service that I've done.
See,
You're a public service? Really?
You see, it's a public service.
So if you live within a $15 Uber
What
ride
about
of
doing a
wherever you're
public
going, you
service?
just got a free ride.
What about doing a public service for the show? All right. What about sharing?
That is a
different
public
things for the
service.
show?
You gave us an Uber for the
I
show.
did.
What if we ever need one, man? Think about that.
It is only for new Uber users, but
I'm a
If
new
you-
Uber user. I don't use
So
Uber.
wait a minute. So the 30 people that like us, they will get free ticket for
if
Uber.
they are not currently an Uber subscriber, then they can use that code and their first ride up to $15.
Is this really happening right now? Are we doing a plug
I am.
for Uber?
Right, this sounds worse to me trying to.
Really?
This sounds worse to me trying to sell WWE Network for $9.99. I mean, really? Now we're sponsored by Uber.
We are sponsored by Uber.
We are not sponsored by Uber, but
We'll pick you
I
up
just-
and get you there as fast as a taxi.
As
There
you
go.
know, we are sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting.
Oh,
And Uber now, I guess.
Whoa.
Let me know when you get the Uber
Look at that.
president here.
That was a smart plug over there. Look at that. I got to give it to him for that one.
That's
that was
right.
good.
And if you're listening, listen to our sister shows.
It's not a sister show. Wow, really? Are you doing the plugs now or am I?
Wait. Why
What is
can't
it? Is
be-
it the brother shows? What are
Right.
the?
It's the Manly Brother show.
I don't-
Right?
I don't
Oh, okay. So if you enjoy this show, please listen to the Manly shows,
All
right,
which
we
are
lost-
also available
all right,
via
all right,
Attitude
all right.
We've
Broadcasting.
lost everything.
You're no more plugging shows on here, please.
All right. So, anyways, let's move on here. Let's go to family advice real quick.
We have a lot of experience on this right now.
So let's talk about this real quick. Christmas and surviving Christmas with the family. What is the family advice that you two can give?
Get as far away as you can.
We recommend cruises over Christmas.
Cruises over Christmas.
Yes, that way you
What do
can.
mean?
You throw somebody over. No, you don't throw anybody over. What? I'm just kidding.
It's a horrible advice.
So why don't we ask nephew too? Do you have some advice for people to get through?
You ask the one that doesn't speak.
I believe that he has some great advice to share.
Yeah, he'll be on his phone.
What is your advice? What do you do to manage through the holidays with the family?
What do you do during Christmas?
I wait.
You
wait for what?
For what?
Oh, Uber driver?
He waits for it to be over. So
Waits for it to be over.
Are you waiting?
So
for
is that
Are
your coping mechanism?
Are
Is you just wait it
are
out?
Are you waiting for an Uber? I mean, you can get a free Uber ride if you go to our Facebook page.
Enough. All right, nephew one. What do you do to cope through the holidays?
Call his uncle.
It depends. All holidays are different for me. I always get different family, different things happen around.
All right.
So
Okay.
Okay.
I just go with
I
the
like
flow.
that.
All right, so we've got go with the flow and wait it out.
Just wait it out.
I actually shared an article on our Facebook page right underneath the Uber driver thing. No, I'm just kidding. Or above it.
He's not going to let that go now. I hope you know this.
If that's the worst he's got today, we're in good shape, Steven.
So
Thanks.
some tips they have is be prepared for your families. Plan as a family. Write a list of what everyone wants to do.
That's a good idea.
That's good. That doesn't happen in our family. That's good though.
No, it doesn't.
Like plan a schedule, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing. All right.
If you're a separated parent, it gives you advice to help you with your difficult date without your kids on different things you can do. But it says the biggest thing is just prepare.
Okay.
And plan as a family.
Cool. All right. Well, that's good.
I kind of like number 2, I guess. Is that's
What, just
we're
wait
gonna
it
do.
out? Yeah.
I kind of wait it out and hope it's over soon.
Just wait it
Well,
out.
he was waiting it out in his room today.
It's almost like a bad storm coming through, especially like a tornado.
What, are you going to bunker?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
it's like a
wait it
tornado.
out?
You hide in the closet somewhere.
I believe this
and you
is
put
the
your head
coping
down.
mechanism.
And you
So,
just wait for it to go over.
You just have a Christmas bunker and you just wait until it's over.
That's where why do you think man call it man cave? This is where it came from. They want to spend time in the man cave
So
and let everybody leave.
you're saying that man cave came from the fact that somebody's in-laws showed up for a holiday and the man decided to
That
go
is the origin of
dig
man
out
cave.
a cave.
That is the origin of man cave.
Yeah, back in the Stone Age, that's what he did.
Yeah, all right.
First in-laws ever.
I still go with hop on a boat.
Hop on a boat.
Go on a cruise. Go on a cruise.
First off, don't use hop on a boat.
I don't like the hop on the boat thing.
I don't like how that sounds.
I got an interesting way to get there. Get the Uber driver to take you to the boat. And
Hop on a boat.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're on a cruise in the middle of the ocean, you don't have to worry
Now,
about
I will
much of
say,
anything.
if you have kids, because it's great to go on a boat, on a cruise,
Yeah.
because you can drop the kids off and not have to see them until the end of the cruise.
Thanks.
No, it's true.
That's good.
and for meals, that's right.
Yeah, meals, and that's the only time you got to see them is meals. Really.
I actually think that's the exact same thing the kids think. Is
No,
this
I'm
is
sure that's
awesome.
what I get. People, I know that's what number 2 thinks. Mm-hmm. Look at his deceptive eyes. It's like, yep, that's what I'm thinking.
All right, well, that's our family advice for this segment.
And
so-
don't forget, you can tweet us at the Mr. and Mrs. Show your responses. And catch our other shows, Wrestling of Attitude. They put wrestling in attitude.
What is that?
And BSS
They
Carolinas.
put the wrestling in attitude.
Attitude and wrestling.
Don't we put the attitude in wrestling?
Whatever. we put wrestling attitude. Whatever.
I would say that oftentimes there is wrestling at Attitude Broadcasting.
Yeah. There's
Well, there
attitude
is.
in this room.
Oh, there is.
There's attitude in this room right now. So there you go. So let's Uber our way out of this segment.
Stop Ubering things.
No, we're sponsored by Uber.
Oh, man. All right. Well, anyways, thanks for listening to this segment. Stay tuned. We have segment 2 coming up. For everyone else, you can catch us. You can catch us at MrAndMrsShow.com. Also on Facebook, the Mr. and Mrs. Show, and tweet us at the Mr. and Mrs. Show. We'll be right back.
Take the freeway down.